Another in our series of driving along the Arizona highways here, doing some book reviews. This one, I think I've done this one before too, but it's a small book, so I brought it with. It was easy to bring along, and it's the small version, at least my pocket version, of the SAS Survival Guide. You get extra credit if you know what SAS means. I think everybody knows they're from England, but not everybody knows what they mean or what it stands for. So anyway, it's a fairly decent survival type of handbook. I like the larger one. It has a lot of good information. The smaller one really blows me away though. It's got a lot of information in what, 400 pages, just under 400 pages, and it's like $8. So it's not, and that's $8 retail. So if you find it at a discount or used or something, you can get it even cheaper probably. So the only thing is, I wish it would be a spiral bound. Usually those last a little bit longer than this style book, especially for out in the use, but figured we'd take a quick look at it here. We've got information on all kinds of good stuff. Its table of contents is pretty in-depth, and again, it's a 500-page book, 400-page book, and we're looking at like 6 pages of the table of contents alone. So it's a nice broken down into like essentials, climate, food, campcraft, reading the signs, on the move, survival at sea, rescue, health, disaster strategies, and then credits. And it's got subcategories to all of those major headings. Again, lots of information. I think it's a good mix of writing and illustration. And since it's in such a small size, I'd say comparable to like a deck of cards, just bigger than a deck of cards really. It's easy to keep into a small bug-out bag. I'd put it in something like a lock sack bag so it stays nice and dry. I don't believe the pages are waterproof. Well, let's test that out. Here, give me an ice cube. So I've got a little bit of water in this cap from a bottle, and I'm going to spill it onto a page of insignificance. Climate and terrain. We never have to descend by ropes in this state. So I've poured some water on there, and it's pooling pretty well. I don't know how well that's showing up in the video, if at all. And now it's been on there for a while. So I wiped it off, and it is, well, it's not like right in the rain paper, but it didn't smear at all. It didn't seem to weaken it at all. So I'm going with its waterproof paper. It didn't seep through to the other side. The other side of the page isn't wet. It doesn't feel that wet anymore now that it's been sort of wiped off. It feels a little damp. You can tell that it's humid, but very impressed. So that's a good little test. Hopefully it showed up on camera, but we basically had a quarter-size dab of water here on this page for 30 seconds or something maybe, and no effect at all. No effect at all to the page. Very cool. So I would still keep it in the lock sack bag, but it does look as though this paper's weather resistant as well.